Okay, so the big issue for a lot of students is getting started. And getting started is really getting a working installation of LaTeX on your computer. All right. So I kind of, I'm not going to read every detail for you, but, just going back over the document, they talk about, getting LaTeX, whether you're running a Linux machine or a Unix machine, OS 10, Windows, or web-based. All right. Now, if you're doing web-based, there's no installation required. You're just using a web-based application. My recommendation: get a working copy, so you can do LaTeX document on your computer without being connected to the internet, right? So over here they give you a little introduction to what LaTeX is. Um, it's a seminar. I'm not sure when the seminar's going to be run again, but this is sort of like old material. What does it say? It says get the textbook, an excellent textbook written by this guy over here, and it's called More Math in LaTeX. If you go to Amazon and search for that book, let me just show you what I mean by that. And I'm going to open up another window. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Amazon. And I'm going to type that in. All right, let's see what happens. Gee, not what I was expecting, isn't it? Let's do this over here. Wasn't expecting to see that, by the way. Ah, there it is, okay? I'm not sure why that happened, by the way. Anyway, you noticed he's got a bunch of books over here, and this is the author. This is More Math into LaTeX. This one over here, it's not bad price, $50. I want to point out, if you're going to read the book, $50 is really a bargain. It takes a lot of time to write a book, by the way. Does he make money with the book? I bet he does. All right. Now, here's another one. This is a Kindle one. I do not recommend buying Kindle, by the way. Not for a LaTeX book. You really do need the paper. And let's see what else he's got over here. Uh, Again, more books. I mean, more and more books. Some things that are not related, but I wouldn't worry about it. I'm seeing but the point of this, these books cost money, and a lot of students just don't have the money to do it, right? The other thing is I have how to do this too, buying a book and just like maybe reading the first few chapters and saying, you know what, I'm catching on. I'm going to start working on the problem myself, right? Generally, one or two chapters read, I can get started. So what's nice about the author of this book is that he's providing the book to you, but not the whole book, by the way. All right, not the whole book. What he's providing is what's called a free online version of the book. So what I want to do is I'm going to click this over here. This is the free online version of the book. No, you're not stealing the book. He does this, out of the kindness of his heart. Now, someone says, I don't even know where that is. Well, let's go through that. It's over here. I just downloaded it. It's in a folder. Let me open it. I should say, let me find it. I found it. Let me double click on it. And this is where a lot of students, they're horribly confused now. They're saying, I don't even know where anything is. And what they do is they click on something, but they don't know what they're clicking on. They have no idea. They have no idea what they're clicking on. By the way, they can start clicking away, but you notice there's a lot of stuff here. All right. So, you can click on every single file if you want. I don't recommend it though. What I would recommend is go back and let's see what they say. So let's read it. An excellent textbook by this guy over here called More Math in LaTeX is available for purchase. And I do encourage you to buy the book, but for now you might want to just download this free online version. Indeed, if you want to continue learning how to use LaTeX here at this website, by the way, you'll absolutely need the free online book to get started. When you expand this, my computer automatically did it for me. All right. Um, what you're going to find is it's a massive directory. It is. There's a lot of stuff there. I hope you agree with that. But right now, you're only looking for a file within this directory named Short Course PDF. So this is in alphabetical order. And I'm going to go looking for Short Course PDF. Let's see if I can find that. Ooh, look at that right over here. I'm going to double click this. And it's going to open up a PDF viewer, which is basically 183 pages of that big book that he wrote. And you got access to the book now. So this is an important first step in your journey. I also want to point out, it's nice to have all these other files over here because as you read the book, he's going to reference these files, and you can keep track of that if you like. Now, I want to warn you what happens to a lot of students. Very little reading is going on, super little amount of reading. A lot of students going through the STEM-related careers through poor advice. They've been told that STEM-related careers, particularly mathematics, doesn't require any reading whatsoever. And if they're really bad at reading, they say, oh, gee, I'll go into mathematics because there's no reading required. It's just the opposite. Reading in mathematics is far more difficult than any other subject area. For example, reading a novel, a page of a novel, really doesn't take that long to read, but a page of a math textbook could take days, if not years, to read. It could be very difficult to understand, and it's really much more difficult reading. I also want to point out that in mathematics, the language is very precise, very precise. All right, be aware of that. But anyway, if you're not reading and you're not following this, you know what? As you go forward, it's you're missing a lot of details that we've gone through. What's the big deal over here? We just downloaded a massive directory. We look for the short course PDF, but there's a lot of other files in this document that you're going to be referred to later on. All right? Thank you so much for paying attention, though. I do appreciate it.